Welcome everyone to the Weekly Wrap Halloween edition. I'm Burt Macklin, FBI. So, we have a lot to talk about this week, so let's get into it. Alright everyone, so, as you know, we've had inconsistent episodes this month. We took the first weekend off in October for my birthday on October 6th. And this past weekend we took off because a friend of mine was getting married. I was going to try to do a Facebook Live episode, but honestly I just wasn't able to handle it. So let's talk about what this means for the channel. Honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm trying to do all the research, create the episodes, and film them for you all. And it's a lot of work, I must say. So, what that means going forward is I'm just going to create content that I want to create. We're going to do review episodes, we're going to do video game analysis episodes, we're going to do TV reviews, news, whatever I want to feel like doing. If you guys want to leave comments and help me out to create the content for this channel, that would be great. We cover everything media, so it's fair game. But until I get a team to help me out, this is where we're at. So, this week's episode, we're not going to talk about any news. There's very little to talk about, and most of you have already probably heard about it from last week. So, this week we are going to talk about two of October's big hits, The Walking Dead and Stranger Things Season 2. So, let's get into it. First off, let's talk about The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead returned last week for its Season 8 premiere. Its 100th episode. That's right, 100 episodes of The Walking Dead have aired as of today. So, I didn't get to see this episode. Still waiting on cable providers so that way I can see this episode. I'm really excited for this season. I enjoyed Season 7. The whole Negan arc was very reminiscent of The Governor. And if you followed The Walking Dead, you remember that The Governor and the prison fight was some of the best seasons of The Walking Dead. But honestly, some of the seasons have gone downhill in between. So let's talk about my personal ranking of The Walking Dead season. Season 1 obviously is the best because it sets up this world. This fantastic world of Rick Grimes and his The Walking Dead. So, Season 1 is definitely up there. Season 2, I personally love because I grew up in the country, so seeing the farm aspect of them being on the farm with Herschel and the gang, it was a fun aspect to see. Now, Season 3, we go into the prison, and it's a slow start, but it's building towards the Governor. The back half of Season 3 and the beginning of Season 4 are what lead to probably two of the best seasons of The Walking Dead. So I would probably go 1, 2, 3, 4 is how I would rank it personally. I enjoyed the first 4 seasons just in a row, in a set. Then we'd probably go to Season 7. Just clear jump to what's been going on with Negan. Now, yeah, there's some good stuff in between, but that good stuff probably makes up about a season. There's almost an entire half a season of them walking to Terminus. And then we get to Terminus, and it's like a one-episode, one-off cannibalistic thing. It's not very grand. It's honestly a big letdown. And it all leads to Alexandria. So we get to Alexandria. It's this perfect place. The team's unsure of how to handle it. Stuff goes wrong, but that just leads to Negan. So everything after the Governor just feels like prepped for Negan. Would have rather just had a quick season of all of this. But I'm really excited for Season 8, and I'm hoping that we get more of Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Negan and Rick, because the two of them together, on-screen terror, for sure. But I'm excited to see where they go. Next up, Stranger Things Season 2 airs today. That's right, you can go over to Netflix and watch Stranger Things Season 2 after this episode, of course. Now, if you watch Stranger Things Season 1, you'll know it was a pretty epic season. I unfortunately was pretty late to the game. That's right, I didn't jump on the bandwagon of Stranger Things right off the bat. It's one of those things I just recently binge watched. And I'm actually upset that I didn't jump on it sooner. So, all of that to say, check out Stranger Things Season 1 if you haven't, and definitely check out Stranger Things Season 2. The trailers have looked fantastic. We're going to have a link to the trailer down in the description below. But Season 1, we traveled around the town with the kids. They meet Eleven, an experimented on young adult, and we discover that there's a portal to another dimension. Some of the kids go missing and get trapped in this dimension, and some of the monsters from this dimension, they come into our world. And it creates for a epic Stephen King-esque narrative. That's the best way I can describe it. It's very reminiscent of some of King's thriller, scarier flicks, like The Mist or It. So definitely check out Stranger Things Season 2 because it looks like it's going to go even farther. Alright everyone, so I know this is a shorter episode. I kind of glossed over The Walking Dead and glossed over Stranger Things Season 2. If you're checking this out, you probably watch these shows and you're excited for them. If you don't, check them out. Seriously, they are fantastic shows. Worth the watch. But, back to some serious talk. This episode is shorter because I've been overwhelmed lately. The stress of trying to run this and my full-time job has just kind of taken over. So, to alleviate some of the stress, I did an unscripted episode this week. Normally I have a full teleprompter with everything I want to say for the week. About 3 pages worth of content. But I just wasn't able to do it this week. And I didn't feel right not getting an episode out for you all. So, going forward, we should return to the normal 10 to 12, sometimes 15-minute episodes. I'm working with Ben, the old host, to create a Shadow of War episode. We're going to be reviewing, showing some gameplay, and talking everything Shadow of War. So, that may be coming next week. If not, I'll let you know and we'll do a different episode. Tonight I'm going to be playing a live-action Clue game. That's right, live-action Clue. I'm dressing up as, obviously, Burt Macklin, FBI, and it's going to be pretty fun. So, I'll talk about that in next week's episode as well. Ben, if he joins me, he will also be coming. Curious to find out who he's dressing up as, and it's going to be a pretty fun time. So, I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. Eat a bunch of candy for me. I'm trying to cut back. But, in all seriousness, have a safe travels if you're going anywhere. And to all the kids and trick-or-treaters out there, be safe and enjoy the candy. Well, everyone, I want to thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing this video. If you want more content tailored to what you want to see, please comment down below. We're going to be doing some different reviews this month. Thor, Justice League, Coco, possibly doing the Shadow of War review as I mentioned, and maybe even dipping into Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds DLC. So, if some of those interest you, please let us know in the comment section below. If you want to see some other reviews or other content, please let us know in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the Weekly Wrap, and you definitely should, you can click this circular channel icon here. And if you want to see Season 1's Halloween special, you can click this video here. I've been Burt Macklin, FBI.